Hey there, guys, and welcome back to another episode with Cobh Ramblers. Now, if you watched the last episode, you'd see that we started and we didn't exactly have the best game in the world. If I was just to jump back to the schedule for a second, you can see that we were nil-nil in a really boring game against Athlone Town. That game didn't go anywhere and there was just no fun to be had in it at all. But then we managed to bounce back with an incredible win over Bray Wanderers. I was really surprised we managed to pull this off and get our tactics right for it. There was a decent attendance as well for a game like this. Shane Cullen was the one who managed to bang in right before half time, so that was a fantastic win for us and something I was really surprised about. If we look at the table after that, because Bray Wanderers were specifically good at that time, looking at the table, it does keep us net. We didn't actually go up as a position from the last game, but it does gain us some good points, and it puts us 1 point behind Cabinteely, so that's really big for us, especially we can chase down a couple of these teams now, I feel like. So the game we're going to be back for today is Limerick, and the reason that we're going to be playing Limerick in this live con game is because they have the exact same amount of points as us. This game is going to be hell, because whoever wins this game is going far. That's essentially it. We can come bottom of this league. We had a goal of being around maybe 5th or 6th, and we're definitely on track to come in 6th. I've just realised that Bray Wanderers is 13 points ahead of us, so that's definitely not going to happen. But there is a chance that we could potentially come up around this Athlone part, as they're only 4 points ahead of us. So when we kicked this off, I was on this screen, and it's because I've made quite a few changes in our team. Looking through this, we have brought in quite a few other names. Everyone's coming in a free transfer. The contracts aren't massive either, but we're just looking to add a bit of depth into the team. Here we have 21-year-old Aaron Conway. He's a right back. Nothing really major, nothing that great out of him. He's quite a strong right back, someone that isn't going to go forward. He might be decent if we're in a game that we're stuck, but he's not really anything too good for me. It could be someone potentially training more of a centre-back role, because that's what stats are telling me. We have Aidan Collins here. He is a centre-back. He's okay. He's decent. He's got everything you want from him. The only thing is he is 35 years old, so a big part of this is just bringing in that experience. He comes from Shelbourne, who are currently top of the division. He was playing for them up until the end of last year, so he is someone that was considered a good player for this division. Seems like he's bounced about a little bit, played for Shelbourne a few times, Athlone who were chasing, so he's played with a couple of good teams. Owen Wall, he is another Irishman. I think most of them are Irish anyways, at least most, if not all of them. He's a 19-year-old. He bounced around the south of Ireland for a bit with Waterford and Wexford. And yeah, again, just a little bit of depth, get someone out in that right wing, try and get him cutting in. He does have decent first touch. The downside is he's only 4 dribbling, so I'm not entirely sure what we can do with him as a winger if he doesn't have the dribbling skills, unfortunately. We have Shane Stokes here, another guy who maybe playing around the left side and the middle. Again, 7 dribbling, 6 crossing. I'm not sure I'm really going to be doing a whole lot with him on the wing as a result of that, but he could potentially play in the centre. He's got okay in a couple of his mentals. He's quite a quick player, so maybe that's going to be enough to do something, but terrible stamina and his lack of dribbling skills could hold him back. Now, this is a Nigerian player, Sadiq Oguntola. Sadiq is what we will be calling him, and look at his statistics for this division. He's a target man, and you can see clearly from his statistics, he is looking to get that header in. That's basically his entire game plan here, is to try and jump onto the end of those crosses and bang in a header. Just even if the game isn't going our way, just pump across into the box and try and get it. He's on £150 a week for us, so not much. And his experience is he had a couple of games for Athlone Town, then got loaned out a few times. He's actually played for Cabinteely and Shelbourne, so he has played around this division a little bit, but not a lot. He does have 6 goals to his name, so 6 goals in 30 games isn't great for a 26-year-old, but hopefully we're able to turn that around with him and give him a couple of games for us. Calvin Rogers, another right back, another guy. He has some good physicals. You can't lie, for 19 at this division, he has some really good physicals. His only problem is that's about it. He doesn't really have anything else. Abysmal crossing, so we'd be keeping him in a more defensive role. And we looked at our player earlier who had better statistics in this area, so it might just be hard for us to really find him a game. But at 19 years old, potentially there's room for him to improve in the future. Is that too hopeful? Tommy Holland, I like the name, 21 years old, goalkeeper, and you can see here he's not too bad for this division. He's got some good statistics. They think he could go well. He's played for Limerick a couple of times in the past, nothing major. He's got some pretty decent statistics. Can't say too much else about it. It'll be interesting to see how he goes moving forward and how has he done in previous ones. It's not telling us how many goals he's conceded just because of how the game came through. It's a bit of a weird one how he went to Carrow Park for a little while and then came straight back to Limerick. Not sure if that's a database issue or if that is actually what happened. We have Stephen Nolan here. Again, winger. Not the best dribbling and crossing in the world, but in this division, he might be decent. He might be someone that we can do something with. And Owen Porter, playing that shadow striker, centre of midfield kind of position, and you can see here he's got some really good pace on him. 8 dribbling isn't too bad for this level either, so he's not too bad. I think we might be able to get Owen setting up a couple of goals for us and pushing forward a little bit, so some good signings there. We haven't had anyone leave us yet. Got quite a few players on trial with us at the moment, as we can see. We have Jason Cross here, centre back. Jamie Broderick, I'm not too sure if I'm thinking too much of him. Evan Coyne, can't really see too much around here from his polygon. So yeah, we've got a couple of players with us. I think we're just going to consistently be out scouting, trying to find players for this level. But we'll see if we can pick anyone up. There was a player that I was trying to bring in who was Tommy Caffrey, I believe his name is. And he is a former Celtic player, if I'm correct. Yeah, former Celtic player. He had some really good statistics there, and we were trying to bring him in. Unfortunately, though, he's went to a much higher division of Queen of the South. They're in the Championship in Scotland at the moment, so can't really blame him for not coming to us, but that would have been a really good opportunity for us. I think he could potentially be on trial, I'm not too sure. We could look at it again. Nah, he's joined the club properly. He's not interested in coming to us. So yeah, alas. Our money, we had a little bit there at the beginning, but it is starting to taper off and go down again. Hopefully, with not too much left, we can maybe pick up some money in pre-season, but we have a couple of months to go. We do have this Senior Challenge First Round Cup. There was a preliminary round. We were not part of it. Our rivals, Cobh Wanderers, got knocked out, so happy about that. Although we could have been playing this round. That would have been great. But yeah, we have the Senior Challenge Cup, which would be interesting to be part of a cup, see if we can do anything there. But we are going to focus on the league, and that's why we're kicking off today's live com with Limerick FC. Limerick FC are just below us, but they do have an even split. I'm thinking we should essentially keep most of the team that we played with last time, just because they're the players that we understand and we know a little bit more about. We can maybe experiment a bit more going forward. I'm actually not too sure if this was the team, because now that I'm looking up, going everywhere there, now that I'm looking, it's not giving me any statistics on what Owen Wall has done, for example. But I've had a little look at the team. I do think there's some good play in here. I feel like we might need something different with. I think we might need a deep line playmaker in here, maybe on support. Someone who's maybe trying to craft out chances a little bit better than a Mazzella would. So yeah, this is what we're going to go forward with. Hopefully we're able to bring some out of this game. And yeah, this is what we've got going, and we'll see how we get on in this game. So we have a lot of players starting that haven't played for us before, so it will be interesting to see the difference of that and how that's going to work for us, because the team has significantly improved in the last couple of games than they were previously. Aidan Collins is stepping in, Tommy Holland in goals. Owen Porter and Stephen Nolan, and up front we've got Owen Wall now. So we do have a stronger team than there has been throughout the season. Let's hope I've made the right decisions though, and I've brought in the right guys. I think we'll be on a good run. We owe Limerick after what happened. There might be some beef here. I'm not too sure. I wasn't around for that, but we will give a passionate faith, get a little confident boost in our players, and let's see how this goes. Let's hope we're able to do something with this game. Just check to see what stats I've got. Extended highlights, that seems fine. So we are in the maroon sort of colour. We are looking maybe slowly press up the pitch a little bit. We already have a shot off, so that's not too bad, and it was on target. But Limerick has bounced back with us as well. So yeah, it's going to be a really crucial game. Athlon's just picked up a goal over Wexford already. That's not good for us. We really want Athlone to start slipping down. Limerick with a corner here, and it's in. Derek Samsom. Strange name. Maybe I'm just taking shots at him because he scored into his. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's a pretty disastrous start. 13 minutes into the game. Just a straight up corner. He got ahead of our defender here, Collins. He's the guy I just brought in too. That's not great. It's not great to see at all. I'm going to demand more. I'm going to start shouting at the players already. We had another danger. Who gave away the penalty there? A penalty against us already. This is outrageous. And it was, I'm not too sure who done it. It was Samson Porter, another new player that's just came in. This is an absolute nightmare. It's all falling apart already. Let's see, Holland. Are you able to do something here? He was close, but Tracy manages to convert it, and it's only his second goal of the entire season. Limerick's 1 point behind us, and we're 2-0 down after almost 20 minutes. This is an absolute disaster. Especially after we're just off the win over Bray Wanderers. Now look at us. Nothing happening at all. Come on, guys. Let's pick this up. The game hasn't even started yet. Just lumping the ball forward there, aren't we? Own wall. What can you do? Are you able to convert this into a chance? He's crossing it in. It goes nowhere. Straight to the keeper. Not an interesting chance whatsoever there. It's going to be hard for us to change this around. It goes straight to Storen. What are you... And it's in. What is happening here? What type of goal was that? That was just absolutely disgusting play from the team. We're the ones that started out with a chance. So how is this happening? Who's the player that messed this up? Is it going to be Collins? It's Collins again. Terrible goalkeeping from Holland. It wasn't even that good a shot. We're 3-0 down, guys. 3-0 down. They've only had 4 shots on target, and all of them have went in. This is just absolutely abysmal from Cobh Ramblers here. I'm not sure exactly what to do to change it either, because the game has just started. Colin, is he going to... it's a save right at the keeper. It's our best chance so far. On that right side, we had... I think it's Turner who was... Yeah, Turner plays on that right side. So that was at least something. That's at least one positive we could have taken out of that. So that was a nice little chance, but at the same time, this is absolutely shocking. We're going to have to turn it into a more attacking game, but I'm afraid that they're just going to keep battering us at back if we try this. Turner with the ball in. Lovely free kick. Absolutely outstanding. But the ball stays out of the net. What do we do here? What do we do with the lads after a shocking half like that? It's just we have nothing to stop it from going in at the back. No matter what they've done, it's went in. I'm going to be aggressive. I want something different in the second half. I'm going to tell them, I'm not happy with how they've been playing. Because I'm not. Quite frankly, they have been playing shockingly. So we're going to have to make some big tactical changes coming out for this next half. Because what else? What else can we do here? There's just nothing at all is coming. So we're going to have to... We already a higher tempo. Let's start working... we'll hit some early crosses, try and just steal a header. We're never time wasting. We already have most of these on. Let's be a little bit direct with our passing. We'll take out our narrow defensive it's hard. We're already quite on a more attacking sort of play. We're going to have to go very attacking, aren't we? Because we don't really have a choice here. Let's go very direct with our passing. Let's just try and get the ball straight to it, get those crosses in, and hopefully that's going to make a difference. I really wish I'd looked at my defenders, my substitutes a little bit more, because we could definitely use Sadiq on the bench here, someone that could maybe bang in those headers. I'm going to have to look at that again in future. So Shane Cullen, he says he's not playing well. He is the only guy I've seen have any sort of decent opportunity of the game, so I'm not going to take him off just yet. Owen Porter did give away the penalty. That was pretty shocking. It's given me a 6.7 for Aidan Collins, but I've seen him time and time again make mistakes, so I'm going to take him off and replace him with Charlie Lyons. Think maybe that has to be what we go with here, and hopefully that little difference. I'm not I'm not optimistic about it to say the least. We're lumping the ball forward, but we're not able to keep any possession with it once we do it. Storing with an 8.2 rating. He's absolutely cutting us to ribbons. I'm going to have to start making some changes. So 6.1 rating for Henry. That is not good enough. I'm afraid. Going to take him off of ball winning. Going to make him a whoever plays him with Ben Reardon. You'd like to be a ball winning player yourself. Let's go David Hurley, and we'll get this an attacking midfielder there. We're going to have to change these wingers. Let's get them on attack. Let's just get ourselves forward, get these goals banging in. On wall maybe, take him off, get Keane Leonard in there. He wants to be a poacher as well, but we can't have two of them, so let's go. All of our substitutes made before the 60th minute. We have to go all out here. We absolutely have to do something. We need to keep demanding more for the team because they're just not doing anything. Nothing. Game's a little bit skippier here. I'll need to make sure my settings are good for future. We've got Porter charging forward. Can he do anything? He can't. Right at the keeper, just trying to give it to him. The keeper's completely fumbled there. I don't know what he just did. I looked away for 1 second and we somehow had a corner. Not sure what happened. Another little chance for Porter there. He is getting little headers in here and there, but nothing impressive, I'm afraid. Have another highlight. We have the ball, so that's positive. Fleming brings it up to Turner on the wing. Turner has been doing good for us, probably the best player on the pitch so far. Nice ball through. Cullen picks it up. Try to pass it in. Turner, can you do anything? And Hurley scores. Beautiful. Let's keep more of that. Let's do it. Love it. Hurley's just on. He's only been on for about 10 minutes. Turner's the one that sets it up. We need more of this. Hurley an immediate impact in the game here. That is fantastic to see. We need more of this though. We need another 2 goals or Limerick's going to overtake us and we're going to end up in 9th. And that's just not something we can allow to happen right now. So that is a good start though. We have more goals in this game. Let's just, come on, let's get more out of these. Let's get more. We haven't been great on this left wing throughout the game, but with Keane Leonard here, hopefully he's able to carve something out. Keane Leonard, lovely tackle there, you can't say too much about it. Maybe Leonard just hung about a little bit too long there to get that pass off. I'm not sure why we were getting shown that, if that was the whole replay or if we're about to see more. Maybe it is something here. Keane Leonard picks it up, he's pushing forward. Come on! Again! Jesus, we are so close there. They messed it up at the defending there as well. Come on guys, we can do this, I believe in you. We've had a good second half here, shown some good fight. We just need to convert these opportunities a bit better. Leonard's been a good entrance here, he's quite quick. He is pushing forward. We need more from him though. We need more from everyone. Just need that little bit of extra fight to keep us going. They've got the ball here in this highlight. Can we pick it up in a good position high up the pitch though? Nope, it's right through it, Storing. Oh, that would have been some goal. Unfortunately, for them, at least fortunately for us, that it didn't go anywhere. Lions out to the side at Taylor. Nolan, get rid of it up to... we really need to be keeping the ball in these transitions as well. We can't just be Leaving it. Storing again, and it's not in, at least it is outside, but Storing's just catching these volleys, like, he's just picking them out of thin air. How is he even able to see them coming? He was offside by a little bit there, yeah, so it was a good one. How's he managing to turn that into a goal in a first time touch, though? Absolutely outstanding from Storing. Might even have a little look at him for a second, just to see Storing, 17 years old, coming in as a youth, and that he's only scored once this season, and it has been into us. But I've got a feeling Storing might really go on to be something in this division. Taylor whipping it in. Cullen, oh, it's not allowed. I was just cheering that they couldn't have got the goal a minute ago, and now look at us. 2 seconds later, it's a lovely ball in by Taylor. He thought he'd seen something, but way offside for Cullen there. Devastated at that. It's just one of these games. They're going to give us these little bits of hope, but take them right away again. We've had all the opportunity. The possession's not been too bad. They've had more fouls. We've had more shots on target by a lot. More shots. We've just been letting it slip away as soon as they get that opportunity at the back. And it just highlights some major defensive issues, I think, for us. So it's something we're really going to need to look at and make some big changes at the back. Might even be a case of maybe changing. I'm not sure. I don't know enough about the team to think about the lineup. I think Fleming's getting a red here. That was an atrocious tackle, and he's already on a yellow. Shocking play. That's just what we need for a game like this. We're already 2 goals down. The game's about to end. Why would you take that? We're already going to lose the game. Why would you allow yourself that to be in that opportunity? Just terrible, terrible thought from him there. We'll just swap this into defence. Doesn't really matter. The game's about to go any second. Let's just hope we don't get another goal into us. And it may as well have, but yeah, it's in. Of course it is. But nothing happened there. Was that my change as well? It was. Taylor messed it up. I thought we were fine there. I thought one opportunity of the game left. It was quite far out. Ugh, just my own frustration coming through there. We're going to have to change something up for the next games though, because 4-1 to a team that's below us, it's just not good. It's going to reflect on me badly as a manager. It's going to reflect badly on the players. Turner does get a little opportunity there. Just shocking all round. Not happy about this one bit. And we're really going to have to look at these good performances from the likes of Turner, and Cullen is looking like a danger with his headers up front. Kane Leonard came in and was a good impact, so maybe he's going to take Owen's position up front. Rethink Collins perhaps. Fleming's got himself a red card. I feel like we got a red card the last game as well, so I'm not sure if it could have been from him. It's not showing me it here. But just shocking all round performance. We can't have this. I'm going to have to get really angry here because this is just not good enough, I'm afraid. Some of the players are going to get a little bit stressed at this, but they have to hear it. They have to be told that they weren't good enough out there. It's telling me we got some good performances from Turner, which we knew. Hurley, who managed to bag the goal in the end. I do think Cullen, maybe his stats don't really reflect him too much. Owen, I didn't really see too much out of him. Shocking performance from Greg Henry. We've got some work to do. We've got a lot of work to do to be able to turn this team around. Which, unfortunately, I'm hoping that we get the opportunity to maybe get that, because if we don't, Fleming's got a fine for it as per the contract. I'm not too interested in Evan Coyne here, has just finished his trial. I don't think he's really a good enough player. Jamie Broderick, was I thinking about him? Not really. 3 crossing and he's a full back, just not something I'm specifically interested in. Got some good physicals though, and Jason Cross was another one. He's okay. He's got some really good physicals, got some good jumping reach. His heading is only 6 though for a centre back. Yeah, I'm not too sure about him. So yeah, shocking performance. That could be the worst all season. It's the worst all season. I've just come into the team and immediately gave them the worst performance all season, and it happens to be against a team that they beat previously. And Leonard was the one that scored the 2 goals, so maybe I should have had him on better. But yeah, it's just really unfortunate, really bad game for us. And from these, I think maybe Wexford is who we'll come back for. Just if we look at the table, Wexford are below us, Cabinteely is 2 points ahead of us now, but I think because they're bottom and we are chasing ending up bottom, maybe Wexford might be the one to come back for, just to maybe have a look and see if we can pick up a win at least. But yeah, it's really, really bad performance, just skyrockets Limerick ahead of us, if anything. So just a shocking all-round game. So I'm thinking, depending on how the game against Cockhill come, who are in the division below us, so hopefully we do pick up a win against Cockhill. If we can win that, there might be a chance when we come back. It might be a cup game, so we'll have to wait and see about that. But yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. Brand new channel, so everything like that's really going to help me and try and build up this channel a bit. I really appreciate listening today, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.